Callisto, the most distant of Jupiter's major moons, would be the first stop for anyone looking to settle on the gas giant's many satellites. The view wouldn't be spectacular, but at least it would offer safety from Jupiter's intense radiation. At nearly the size of Mercury, Callisto would feel almost like a planet in its own right, its surface battered by billions of years of asteroid impacts. Walking there would be an unusual experience. Low gravity would make every step feel effortless. A pioneer might scout for a location to build a home, eventually stumbling upon a massive crater, perfectly sized for a pool. Of course, with temperatures at -140 degrees Celsius, water wouldn't stay liquid for long. Perhaps an ice rink instead? Or better yet, a heated pool alongside an ice plunge, Scandinavian style. Days would pass as the settlement took shape. A shelter could be carved into the rock, insulated with thick layers of polyurethane to keep it livable. Callisto's geological stillness, no earthquakes, no volcanoes, would make it one of the most stable locations in the solar system. A perfect home. Or so it would seem. Further into the system, Ganymede, the largest moon, would offer an even greater promise. Unlike Callisto, Ganymede generates its own magnetic field, shielding it from deadly cosmic radiation. If life were to be sustained anywhere near Jupiter, this moon would be a prime candidate. Even better, beneath its thick ice crust lies an enormous saltwater ocean, 10 times deeper than Earth's. The logical next step? Tap into that underground ocean. A drill could carve through the ice, allowing access to liquid water for drinking and plumbing. A shelter could be built within a crater, its walls thick enough to block the biting cold. The temperatures would be brutal, but with enough people, their collective warmth might make it bearable. A new kind of community could form, surviving off Ganymede's hidden resources. Drilling through the ice, however, would be no small feat. The process would take days, maybe weeks. The extreme cold would test any suit's endurance, and any brief thought of removing a helmet would be a fatal mistake. Ganymede's atmosphere, while containing traces of oxygen, would still be too thin to sustain life. A more ambitious explorer might then set their sights on Europa, another of Jupiter's moons, this one with the greatest chance of hosting alien life. Its thick shell of ice also hides an enormous ocean, and the gravitational pull of Jupiter keeps Europa geologically active. The constant shifting and flexing of its crust might provide heat, energy, and the ingredients for biological evolution. But Europa's surface is dangerous. Intense radiation from Jupiter bombards the ice, making long-term exposure impossible. Any settlement would need to be underground, beneath the ice, shielded from the deadly rays. A structure could be built with reinforced glass, strong enough to withstand the crushing weight of the water. From there, one could witness the birth of alien ecosystems, watching as volcanic vents deep in the ocean provided nutrients to whatever strange life might emerge. Of course, there would always be risks. The ice shell might shift unexpectedly. The reinforced walls might not be as indestructible as hoped. And with Jupiter's immense pull creating tidal stresses, Europa's hidden world would never be entirely predictable. If all else failed, one final option would remain, Io. The most volcanically active body in the solar system, Io would be the ultimate challenge. Its surface is in constant turmoil, with eruptions sending lava plumes hundreds of kilometers into space. No matter where someone built their home, new volcanoes could appear at any moment, reshaping the land in an instant. Avoiding the eruptions, an ambitious settler might try to build in a stable zone. But Io's lack of an atmosphere to retain heat would make those areas freezing, with temperatures plunging to -130 degrees Celsius. The only viable solution would be to harness the heat of the lava itself, creating a geothermal-powered bunker deep underground. Yet, even with all precautions, Io would remain unpredictable. At any moment, a new fissure could open, a dormant volcano could awaken, and a once stable home could be swallowed by fire. And so, the search for a truly habitable home on Jupiter's moons would continue, each new possibility coming with the same question: is survival worth the risk?